Good evening to everybody. Where my homies at? So, where are my homies at? Man, I don't know what I just ate this evening and the whole throat is like blocked. You know what I mean? I ate something and the whole throat is like blocked. Where my guys at? Don't know where you guys at. Haven't seen my guys for some days now. So I miss you guys. I decided to bounce out now. So I'm waiting. Somebody said, how is Australia? That person should go and, how is Australia? Well, where my homie is at. Ona Case is in the building. Ona Case. These are my homies. Ona Case. People I know for long now on this page. Man, the year is about to end. And I came out, Jordan Sir. Jordan Sir. Jordan Sir, these are people. Nance Te. Let me pronounce it that way. Nance Te. How you doing? Una case. Money bag. Yes, Happy New Year in advance. In some hours, we are going to be in New Year. Sylvester Obianke. Good evening to you. Good to see all my homies. These are people that are always regular here. Sylvester Obianke. Man, what's going on your side? You've already seen the topic for tonight's broadcast. Yes, so Sylvester Obianke, compliments of the season. Good to see you. We made it. Yes, so 2004 did not end us. We are going to end 2004. 2004, 2024, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I said 2004 instead of 2024. 2024 did not end us. We are going to end 2024 in few hours. That is it. Jordan, sir. Happy New Year in advance to all my lovely fans and friends. You guys are great. You guys are what somebody is on Facebook. You guys are what, you guys have helped to build this page. Yes, if not for you guys, man, this page will be stagnant. Heidi, I see you. Thank you for that rose. I appreciate every little gift. Man, this evening we are going to talk about destiny. Destiny. I've not gone live for a long time now, so I need time to get in the rhythms. We call it rhythms here. So, I want to see some of my homies. There are special people I want to see here. I'm seeing some of them, but I want more people to fall in. Majestically Manner is here. Una case. Una case, somebody says he lives in Vienna, okay? Okorie, Chidebere, Sunday, compliments of the season. Good to see you, bro. Happy New Year in advance. You live in Vienna, good to know. Otto says he lives in Vienna, okay? Good to know. I am the most popular man in Vienna. So, Paul by Waters is in the building. Paul by Waters is in the building. Men, before I start, I like giving shout outs to my men, my core fans. Paul by Waters, I see you. Happy New Year in advance. I like giving shout out to my core fans. People that have been following this page for a very long time now. I don't joke with these guys that have been following this page for a very long time now. Okore Chidebere, thank you. I appreciate you plenty, my bro. You know now, we no go carry last of kind and far. We cannot carry last now. For what? How we go carry last? We cannot board last. Michele Goliano. Wait, let me. That name, to pronounce that name. Paul by Waters, I appreciate you. This is Christmas gifts from you. I appreciate you. Una case, thank you for the likes. I appreciate God's last born is in the building. I appreciate you guys. These are my people bouncing out. God's last born, I see you big time. So, this man, it shall be well with every one of us. God's last born, I see you big time. It shall be well with every one of us. The most important thing is we are ending 2024. 2024 did not end us. In some hours now, we are going to hit 2025. Obiekwe, I see you. Obiekwe, I appreciate you for that warm words. Lawrence Ikereon, that's my own brother. Lawrence Ikereon, Happy New Year in advance. You did not go home. Happy New Year in advance. Good to see you, Lawrence Ikereon. I appreciate you big time, bro. This man, Lawrence Ikereon, I know him since childhood. He is one man that has, since I've known this man, it's no joke. This man has good heart. This Lawrence Ikereon you see on Facebook now, this is somebody that since I've known him, since my childhood days, this man has a good heart. And this is the only man, one of the few men that I've known for years that shows up, supports my ministry. Yes, Unakez, I see you big time. This Lawrence Ikereon is somebody that has good hearts, very clean hearts. He's not jealous. You see it? Lawrence, I appreciate you big time. You see, there are many people I know. We all grew up together. They thought I was going to fail. Man, I don't want to start talking this evening, but if the need arises, I flow this night. There are so many people I know, we grew up together. They are standing on the sideline thinking I was going to fail, but I did not fail. This was why I told you, there are times you need to prove your adversaries, your enemies, wrong. Those that are waiting for you to fail. Even for the sake of your enemies, do not fail. Because if you fail, they will rejoice. For the sake of your enemies, keep pushing. Put them to shame. Now me, they tell you, guys, welcome. Maybe I'm going to flow this evening. I made a video. I saw somebody commented, you are living your life. You have no reason to to, prove anything to anybody. You've got to prove, at times, you've got to prove your enemies wrong. You've got to prove something to some people. You see me, I say it the way it is. You've got to prove some things because there are people who want you to fail. They want you to decay. They want you to rot in. And your downfall will give them joy. So you don't allow them. You fight to finish. Miss Mendes is in the building. That's my sister there. Miss Mendes, good to see you. Happy New Year in advance. In some few hours, we are going to... Miss Mendes, these are the people that have always been supporting this page. I appreciate you, my sister. These are angels in human form. People I've never met, but they carry my case for head. So, the question, the program this evening, the topic this evening is, can destiny be altered? Watch me flow this evening. Desmond, don't you know before? Every human being has an enemy. We have more enemies than friends. Don't deceive yourself. There are enemies everywhere. So let's go. I have no religion. Religion is a scam. And I'm saying it boldly. I have no religion. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Hindu. I have no religion. Religion was created by man to dominate man, to control man. All the stories written in the Bible, in the Quran, in the Torah, in all these books were written by men. That was man's concept of God. Man's idea of God. All those things are just stories. When I was a little boy, I believed it, not now that I am a grown man. Now, Saleh son, good evening to you. Can destiny be altered? That is the program this night. And I'm going to touch this particular, what's it called? Issue. Destiny. Yes. Does destiny exist? Can it be altered? Yes. Happy holidays to you. For those of you who don't know, let me tell you very well now. Let me make it known to you. Bad people, witches and wizards, evil people can change your destiny. Evil people can destroy your destiny. There are people that came into this world with a good destiny. Their future is bright. They have favor in their lives. But let me tell you what you don't know. How do I put it now? There are occultic men and women. Not only occultic men and women, it's called soothsayers. I think that's the right word. Soothsayers. These soothsayers, these are people who can tell They can read your palms. They can look into your future. It's no joke. There are people, when they get your information, they read your future. They can read even your life. I know some people may dismiss this. Christian, Papa, I see you. Some ignorant people may dismiss it. There are people who can read into your life. They can even read if you're going to have a good life or not. Don't joke. Now, how do these people, how do they do this? How can a person look into your future, see your future? You may dismiss it, know the kind of future you are going to have. You know, that's the question. Yes, I got it right. Man, it's been long, I've not gone live, but just listen attentively. Christian Popo, thank you for agreeing with me. There are people who can look into your future and tell, when they look into your future, they can tell if how your future is going to be. And if they discover that you have a good future, your future is blessed, they can tap into your future. They can take it. They can tamper with it. It's not only in Africa, everywhere. And these are occultic people. Some use witchcraft powers. Some use that what is called evil powers to do this. Now, how do they do it? Let me tell you how they do it. If you don't know it now. Most people that can tap into your future, people that can steal, they can steal or destroy your future. First of all, they need your real name, your first name, and your surname, number one. They need to know your age. Your age. Number two. In some cases, not in all cases, in some cases, they need the name of your father, your biological mother or father. These are the things they need. I'm just, telling you now. This is what it is for people to have information. Some people may dismiss this. Have gone through mountains. You understand me now? Again, what you should avoid. I know some people may not agree, but I've got to say it. Destiny cannot be changed. Who told you that destiny changed? Anybody that told you that your destiny cannot be altered, that person lied to you. So since you've not heard about destiny destroyers. You have not heard about destiny destroyers. You have not heard about destiny helpers. Let me tell you now, let me tell you how people can destroy your destiny by giving you gifts. There is what is called, if you don't know, there is what is called Greek gifts. It is not every gift accepts. You need to get to some spiritual, that is, you need to get to some level to know about this, or if you have not been attacked by evil people, you will not know these things. It's not every people give to you that you accept. Let me share a story with you to start with, and then I'll go further. This is what happened to me. When I see people who collect gifts, monetary gifts, and everything from people anyhow, sometimes I laugh at them. It's not every gift you take. I'll use example of what happened to me to teach you a lesson. Today is let those who are listening benefit from. Now listen. There was a time we were going through. Listen to this gist of because somebody said I should complete the story. Let me complete the story because the day I told this story, I did not complete it. There was a time we were going through spiritual warfare. We were having spiritual attacks. Listen, and then problems everywhere. You know, when you are under spiritual attack, that is, problems will be coming endlessly. Every week, one problem. You'll be going to court, you'll be having house problems, people will be fighting you, you'll be having money problems, you'll be sick, and a lot of things. So, this problem seemed endless. I did not know what to do because I don't like going to all these soothsayers, all these native doctors. I don't like going to them. These problems continued. One day, my wife went to work because in the night we could not sleep. The story is too long, but then, let me tell you, when you enter the witch's trap, the problem is to get out of their trap. These people are relentless. They don't give up. Witches and wizards, when they face you, they want to crush you to pieces. They want to crush you to pieces. That is, they don't want you to be alive. They want to wreck you to pieces. We did not know where to run to. Problems everywhere. I told you, if you see the money we paid, first of all, they will attack your finance, attack your health, then attack everything that belongs to you. But let me just keep going. So one day, my wife went to work. When Denishka, I see you. She went to work. After the day's work, she did not come home direct. She went to a park and sat down on a chair there in the park. One Indian man she never knew, Indian man she ever met. I want to tell you this story. Now, the Indian man came to her, saw her, shook his head. The Indian man said, "Madam," said, "people are after you and your family." The Indian man said to my wife, she should look for money and go to the land of her birth. My wife was shocked. He told her that people are after us. That if she has no money, she should go to the bank or go borrow money from anybody, friend or anybody, and make sure she step her leg on the land of her birth, where she was born, the country her parents came from. The man did not collect kobo, did not collect 1 cent from my wife. He begged her to go and step her foot on the land of her birth. So my wife came back that evening. She said, already we were having it hot. She said, "Oga, we need to go home." I said, "What is it with you?" She said, she narrated what happened. She met an Indian man. And this man, she has never seen the Indian man before. And the Indian man said, we were under serious attack, we should go. That immediately we touched our leg on our native land, in our native land or whatever, that problem will be half solved. I said, we have no money. The issue of going to apply for visa, the travel, the money. She went to bank. Oh, Happy New Year to you. She went to the bank, collected 5,000 euros. We bought emergency. Listen to this story. This will help you a lot. We bought emergency tickets. She bought ticket for her, 1,050 euros for herself, for myself. And then we got ourselves visa. We went to the embassy, applied for visa. We applied for visa online, got our visas after a week. Off we went. My wife wasn't even getting herself then. It's no joke. Oh. So my children were here alone. We left for Africa. When we arrived, we lodged into a hotel. Listen attentively. When we arrived, we lodged into a hotel. Now the hotel we lodged into, there was a white garment church directly opposite the hotel we lodged in. After we lodged into the hotel, we dropped our bag. My wife wasn't feeling good. She rushed inside that white garment church. I've never gone to white garment church before. It could be either Cherubim and Seraphim or one of those white garment churches. I was holding her. I said, what are you going there to do? Why should you enter this kind of church? She ran into the church. They were holding service. It was around 4 p.m. on that day. Listen attentively, because I know some of you are stubborn. You don't hear. She ran into that church. I followed her because I don't want to leave her alone. They were having a service. But the pastor, the man, the senior pastor of the church was wearing white garments, okay, with a robe. And then he noticed that we came from Europe. By looking at us, he noticed that we came from Europe. Now, after the service, my wife went to the pastor and then explained to him that we were having problems. I don't want to go actually to Africa. I didn't want to go to the church, but women. My wife went to the pastor, explained everything. Now the pastor said he would do spiritual work for us. Listen attentively. Taiwo Olowe, good to see you. Happy New Year in advance. Good to see you, bro. Listen attentively. The pastor of the white garment church, it could be either Cherubim and Seraphim or one of these white garment churches, now told us that he was going to do spiritual work for us. I've never done something like this. I began to blame my wife. I said, why did you bring me here? I felt ashamed going into such a church. Because I thought, to me, I feel it is a kind of, I don't feel comfortable going to all these kind of churches. But then, the man, as he saw that we came from Europe, he said he would do spiritual work for us. Immediately, he said we should bring 100. That time, the money he demanded was the equivalent of 100 euros. Listen, because some people like to argue. The man said the money he demanded from us was equivalent of 100 euros. Now, my wife was inside the hotel, and I took 100 euros to go and give the man. When I went, he gave me the time to bring the 100 euro. When I went, the church was not having any service. It was the man came outside with a white garment, that white robe. White robe. Ben Martins, I see you. White robe. And that's either he had that, what's it called? On the west. He was not putting on his shoes. I brought out, the man looked like somebody that came to fight, like somebody at war. I've never met the man before. We've never seen it. Our paths has never crossed before. As I brought out the 100 euro to give the man, he just looked me eyeball to eyeball, like, looked at me. No, he did not talk to me. I gave him the money. I gave him the 100 euros. He said, Sultana, yeah, Sultana, but he had some kind of, what is it? What is, yeah, and he had something that he tied on his waist. Another thing too. Now, yeah, I don't know the name. So something like a belt. Yes, something like a belt. Yes, it's a belt, but one, not white, another color. You know? Now, I gave the man was like hostile. He gave me a hostile. As I went to give him the money, he wasn't friendly. He had that hostile kind of look on his face. So as I gave him the money, he said we should come later around 8 o'clock. I gave him the money around either 4 o'clock or 4 p.m. He said we should come later. That around 3 o'clock, I can't remember exactly, around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. He said he was going to buy the materials he will use to perform ritual for us, to free us from the problem. I did not tell him anything. Only my wife told him we were having, some problems. She did not explain anything. But the man, when he saw how we were, listen. Now, the man said we should come back around 8 p.m. on that day. Around 8 p.m. we went there. There wasn't anybody inside the church. He took us to the church. I sat down. I wasn't afraid because I can take on anybody there. Then, because the place was a kind of lonely and people have all left. But the man's family, well, see, the man, people can see. As we sat down, we took seats. As we sat down, the man began with me. The man said, evil people tied my hands not to make money. And the man was right. Before we traveled to Africa, I've never had this is not something I would say. Power day. Don't just dismiss certain things in life. There are powers in this world. I was idle for years without touching money. Not that I did not want to work. Each work I go seek for a job, apply, they employ me. After, let me give you guys gist. There was a job I got with other guys. After a month, the boss of the company called me one day. When we were facing this spiritual attack, I did nothing. I was vigilant, working very well. One day the man called me and said, go home, you are fired. One afternoon, I came here. My wife said, what happened? I woke up by 4 o'clock. I said, because I haven't worked for years. Man, if you enter the trap of wishes, the man called me. I did nothing. He said I should go home. I've been fired. I came home. I nearly shed the. I mean, each time that was 5 years, 10 years after, the people we started that job the same day, we are still working. Some are still working on that job. They are still in that job till today. Mandela, I see you. They are still working that. That wasn't the first time. It has happened many times. You go to a job, they fire only me. I would take my children out. I had no money to buy them. No, not even 30 cents to buy them salmon bread. I couldn't afford anything on my own. I was idle for many years. Any attempt I made on getting money or securing a job or doing anything meaningful turned negative. Problems everywhere. What is it? Bills. That is, if you see debt. I told you guys I was owing 180,000 euros. Do you think I'm joking? You don't know. You pay bill, you don't know how you accumulated. Now, this was the pastor of that church, that's Cherubim and Seraphim. I don't know if it is Celestial. I don't know the church. I cannot remember. He said, listen. He said, somebody tied my hand not to make money. He said, as he said it, I knew the man was saying the truth. Don't say the man, I've never seen my sister, Star. Good to see you. Where have you been, baby? Where have you been for years? I've not seen you. Good to see you, Star, my sister. Now, listen. For years, I wasn't able to touch money. Nothing worked for me. The man said exactly what was going on in my life. How did the man know? The man knew because I gave him money. That is hand to hand. He was able to read. He was able to read into my life with the money I gave to him. The money I gave to him. See, let me tell you, when you want to, if I know a lot of people are ignorant. See, if anytime you want to dash somebody money, for instance, if you are not sure of that person, put that money in an envelope. Don't give somebody money hand to if you do not trust that person. If you give somebody money hand to, they can read, they can use it to harm yourself. They can use that money you give. Do you know that? That is a note, currency. You give it to an evil person. They can use it to fight your destiny. Anybody that is telling you that your destiny cannot be tampered with is a novice. Has no idea. He is ignorant. I'm sharing my lived life experience with you. See, it costed me so much, but you are getting it free. This man was able to read into my life with the money I gave to him, the 100 euro I gave to him. He told me, I've never met Mentisa. Who told you power no day? I sat down, I was shocked. He said somebody went to block me not to make money in Europe. They can block you, they can stop you from getting money. People can tamper with your destiny. We all came into this life. I will explain things for you guys. If time permits, if I am in the mood, I will tell you guys. Now let me continue with this gist. Now the man, after talking He said exactly what was going on in my life. I was shocked. I don't believe in all these things. I said, these are superstitious stories. I said, no, I don't believe it. Man, I had it. I saw it. Now listen. The man said, he told me what I was going to do. Pay attention. And as you're watching me share this broadcast, so the men, what's it called now? The most important part of this story now is coming up. So like and share this thing so that you invite more people to join us so that some people can be saved. Now the man told me what to do in order to stop that attack, in order for me to start making money. Listen, this happened many years ago. Now, he's told me, he said at midnight, around 12 midnight, I should take like 100 euros. But the country's currency, the country we were in, we went to, I should take like 100 euros, but the local currency of the country we went to. And at midnight, I should strip myself completely naked. Now, drop like 100 euro on the floor and another 100 euro on the floor. Like 200 euros I need to drop on the floor. That is 100 euro notes and another 100 euro notes, making it 200 euros. Then I should stand on top of that money. Are you listening to me? I should, no, I forgot. He said, listen, I should use, now, I should, yes, now I remember, it's a long time. I should stand on top of that money and begin to rebook and tell my problems that night, exactly 12 o'clock midnight. There are other things he told me I should do, which I have forgotten. He said after talking about my problems, praying about my problems now, sending the arrow back to the senders and this, now I should start blessing myself and then use that money I stood upon, rub it all over my body, both my head, every part of my body, from my leg, from every part of my body. I should rub both my feet everywhere. I should rub everywhere. Then there were things he told me I couldn't forget. He said in the morning, first thing in the morning, around 6 o'clock or in the morning, I should go and give that money to anybody, maybe a beggar or somebody that needed money. Listen, this is why I'm telling you guys this story. It just came to me now. Did you listen to me? That money I stood upon, I rubbed all my problem, I rubbed my body, my head, my body, my this thing. I should go and give it to beggars or dash it to somebody. If there is anybody I know that I will dash that money, I should go and dash the person the money. And the person will carry that problem. I told my wife, I said I wasn't going to do it. Listen, this is no joke. I told my wife, I said, no, I don't want to risk it and I don't want to do such. You see, you that like taking free things, you like taking free, they dash you one you take. Sometimes people are transferring their problems to you. I'm just giving you number one gist. That's one part of this thing. Now he told me, listen, I'm giving you real life story. I don't joke. I'm telling you that's why you see me here. I just observe life. Now, I told my wife, I said I wasn't going to do it. I said I will overcome that problem, and I overcame it without doing what that pastor told me. Even food, wait, I'm just coming. You don't rush this program. For people that are saying your destinies cannot be tampered with, people can tamper with your destiny. Now, I said I wasn't going to do it. My wife said, don't you want? I said, no, I cannot. For what? I said, I can fight these problems. I fought it without going to any native doctor. You don't even need anybody to pray for you if you are wise. Stella Wumi, good evening to you and Happy New Year in advance. I didn't do it. Now, why I told you this story was for you to know that it's not every gift you should accept. Have you heard me now? Let's go further. Let's go further. Man, I'm not seeing guys. You guys are not sharing. Man, I'm giving you free gist now. What's going on, guys? You want me to end this? What's going on? So here we go. Are you listening? NK for Life, I appreciate you plenty. This is a life-saving channel. This channel is a savior. You got it now. This channel is a savior. Now another one. Mayor, you love my way. I appreciate you. Now let's go. You see, there are people that can go look into your destiny, into your future, into your life. When they discover that you have a bright future, that time you are still suffering, they know you need help, they will step in. This is why you should not be in a haste in life. We all have our time to shine. There is your time to shine might not be my time to shine. We all have our seasons in life. I made a video, I spoke about times and seasons. See, let me tell you something. Don't ever take because of your present situation, because you are in lack, you are poor, you are going through hardship, and mess your future up. See, evil people can look into your future. When they look into your future, then they know that your future is going to be bright. If they discover that your future is going to be bright, they tap from your destiny. And there are many ways they can do it. If you don't know. This is why you see some people, but many men and women are just wandering about empty because their future, their destiny have been tampered with. I see some people, you go to parties, you are eating rice. You go to parties, they are throwing bundles of money in the air. You are picking money. You are eating free food. They are throwing money. The people you are grabbing money, eating. You are shopping money. I saw a video of one Yahoo boy. The guy carried money. That video was from Nigeria, a small boy. He carried millions of naira. He was just carrying bundle and throwing to people. On the streets, young people were just, picking and, fighting over themselves. Picking the money. I laughed at those guys picking the money. They did not know that what that boy was doing, that boy was doing ritual. That boy was doing ritual. They don't know. He was just throwing bundles of money. I can never, not now. I talk to everybody. That's why I'm here. When you see such, keep off. Let me keep going. Now, there are people, before they give you money, they go drop it in their temple, make incantations over that money. They don't, it's not a random gift. I'm not talking about somebody, I'm not saying every money people, I'm not putting fear into you. There are genuine people that want to help. There are people who have human sympathy, who are always willing to help those I need. That is people with good hearts. But there are bad people too. And bad people cover up. You see, it is very difficult for you to find out because you will think these people want to help you. Don't get me wrong, there are good people who intentionally want to help those that I need. But bad people capitalize on it, act as if they want to help, to harm you, to destroy your destiny. And before they do it, they will look into your life, into your future, to know if you have something to take. Don't forget, it is written in the Holy Book, it said, the thief cometh to steal, kill and destroy. The thief cometh to steal, kill and destroy. What these people, they do steal people's destiny. Yes, they do. Okay, let me go further now. Some years ago, a lot of women that you see that are wandering, no husband, no child, nothing going on in their life, they keep fighting one problem or the other, must have encountered a ritualist. A ritual, a ritualist ex-boyfriend. Yes, what these bad people do is they tap all the good things in your life and they leave you empty. You'll be roaming about empty. If you do not know, let me tell you now. There was a time women's undies was missing. You see, women complain, they go to their boyfriend, go to a man. They go to a man, and the man will steal their underwear. What do you think they do with these underwears? They use it to tamper with the girl's destiny. It's no joke. If you not see today, we see women go to a boy, and if you tell, they say, don't worry. Well, let me share another story with you guys. What somebody told me. I know some of you like to argue. There was a lady, she told me when she was younger, she had a sugar daddy. Listen, she had a sugar daddy. And then this sugar daddy was very rich, had hotels, had fleet of cars, was always giving her money. She had more than, that sugar daddy had like 4 hotels, had cars, workers. She said one day she lodged in a hotel with the sugar daddy. She lodged in a hotel with they went to have fun. Now she said, after eating, drinking, and having fun, she slept off with the man. The man was on the bed with her, and she slept off. And the man, as she was sleeping, that kind of sleep that you are not deep asleep in the hotel room. Listen to this gist. So, as she was sleeping, somehow, as the man crept out of the bed, the man slowly, stylishly moved out of the bed. The lady, the girl, woke up, but she did not move her body. She did not know what was happening, but she saw the man move. Then she kept quiet. She remained still. As the man moved out of the bed, now this man went to the wardrobe. That wardrobe, that hotel wardrobe. The lady acted as if, because the man tiptoed to the wardrobe, he did not want to make noise in order not to wake the lady up. He did not want to he tiptoed to the wardrobe, and the lady had her eyes half open, but still acted as if she was sleeping. So the man, as he was tiptoeing to the wardrobe, he kept looking back to know if the lady was awake. But the lady acted as if she was asleep. Now, the man opened the wardrobe door, brought out his briefcase, the lady was washing. Robert, can I see you? The lady was washing. The man opened the briefcase, not knowing that the lady saw everything, brought out the bag, the briefcase. Now, opened the briefcase and then brought out a white handkerchief. He brought out a white, very white, pure white handkerchief. And then he gently closed the briefcase, closed the wardrobe, and then tiptoed, sneaked to the bed. The lady said she was so scared. But then if she had screamed or tried to run, the man may strangle her. So she acted as if she was still asleep. So now, the man was washing. No, if the man tried to, he was holding the white handkerchief in his hand, monitoring the lady to know if he would find a way to use the white handkerchief to wipe the woman's private parts. But the lady kept, if he tried to touch the leg, the lady would, move, move. The man would adjust himself. The man continued to try. At the time, the lady stylishly woke up. The man hid the handkerchief. So gradually, after, the lady acted as if she did not know what the man wanted to do. She acted as if she did not know what the man wanted to do. So after the man tried, before the lady woke up, he hid the handkerchief, they dressed, and they left. That was how the lady ran away. Ran for her life. Now listen. Now this lady told me this story. Now I have seen so many cases on social media where some men used white handkerchief, what's the name again? Handkerchief, to wipe a woman's private parts. Now, if they wipe this thing, they go put it in pots. They use this white handkerchief to perform rituals. After doing it, your destiny is gone. How about some women? Listen attentively. How about some women who drank themselves to stupor? Maybe if a woman is highly drunk, you went to a man's house you don't know very well, and you are highly drunk, that the man can open you up without you knowing and wipe you out. Your destiny is gone. You may not even know, because you are deep asleep and you don't know what's happened to you. See, because they will bring champagne, they will pop champagne, you drink. You see free drink. They bring Guinness, you drink. They bring wine, you drink. Some of them, because they have ulterior motive, will like to get you drunk. They will order pepper soup, other food you will be eating, believing the man is treating you well. You don't know that the man wants to tamper with your destiny. Now, what do you want? You say you want Moet, they will give you. You want this, they will give you. Listen, you say, some will buy you iPhone 15, buy you car, but what they will take from you will be more than that. They will take your future, your destiny. Did you hear me? They will take your destiny. How about, in the case of this lady now, she found out. She saw the man. In the case of this lady now, she found out. How about women that were deep asleep and they wiped their private parts? And they did not know up to today. And things keep going wrong in your life. Some, the car you are driving, that food, that food you are eating, that hand you are, that telephone you are using is your destiny. Just mention it, they will buy it. You mention it, you believe the man. You know, the thing is, you don't know what is called spiritual wickedness. You may think the man loves you because he will provide everything that you want. If you make a request, he will grant it. You need iPhone, he will buy it for you. You need this, they will buy it for you. And then, they will tamper with your destiny. After using you, they dump you. You start fighting the battle of your life. No husband, or your husband will die. Something tragic will keep happening to you. You marry to born child, to have a child. That is, everything about your life will be struggle. In fact, it's not everybody that can come out of that problem. You need to be a spiritual guru to come out of that problem. This is why. Men have listened to confessions. Robert, I see you. Robert Wesley, I see you. I've listened to confessions of some bad people. How one man, that is, how he useless his sister's children. Sometimes these things sometimes family members will be the one to work on you. Tamper with your destiny because you trust them most. Family members at times, because you can never suspect that they will do you anything evil. You got the gist now. What's wrong with this thing now? This thing went to show. Let me see. Guys, let me adjust this thing. It did not enter. What's wrong? No. So, at times, see, this attack may come from your brother you never suspected, from your sister, from somebody you can never think of. Say this woman is going to do you. People want to make money. By all means, you need to be very careful. A poor person wants to get rich. And most of these poor people that want to get rich, thank you for the roses, Derek, they want to use other people to get rich. And the people they want to use to get rich are people around them. Be careful. You got the gist. The story is too long. Well, the comment you made, somebody made a comment. I did not see the comment. I may read the comments and respond to you later. But then, if you have ears, you listen. So, if you have ears, listen and be careful. Tread with caution in this life. I'm telling you, this life is deep. I'm not telling you everybody is evil. There are good people and there are bad people. You just need to be very careful. There are many ways the enemies, especially a lot of you, Tembiko, good to see you. Happy New Year in advance, Tembiko. Ben Trimble, I see you. Ben, I think that's Ben Trimble. Shout out to you. Tembiko, I see you. Francis Binda. Julie Honoha, I see you. Guys, if you are seeing me for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow this page. Man, the story is plenty. I can give you so many instances how evil people can take. There are good people. There are destiny helpers. There are destiny helpers. But there are evil people that can tamper with your destiny. Clinton, I see you. So in life, you tread with caution. Be careful. So guys, what's going on? How are you guys preparing for the new year? What's going on? Do you want me to continue with my story? Okay. Samakutu, Happy New Year to you in advance. Somebody said, you say hard work will keep you away from many wahala. Don't joke. If you work hard but you are not spiritually alert, that's your hard work will be in vain. If you fall in the trap of enemies, they will liquidate you. They will diminish you. I'm telling you, that thing you say, that is to win this battle, to become victorious in life, to be great in life, you must first of all know how to fight spiritual battles. You must have to be spiritually alert if you want to be progressive. If you are not, have you not heard the spiritual controls the physical? I'm going to drop more informations for you guys in due time. Don't joke. If you struggle from now till tomorrow, if you say hard work, when you jam bad people, you know. This is not hard work. Oh. You need to win your battles spiritually. If you are able to win your battles spiritually, you will win it physically. You need to win your spiritual battles. You win your battles in the spiritual realm, then you win in the physical realm. If not, forget it. I'm telling you. See, If you lose your fight in the spiritual realm, you will lose your fight in the physical realm. If you lose your fight in the spiritual realm, you will lose it in reality. It's no joke. Let me share a short story with you guys. Share this broadcast. Let me share another story with you guys. A real life story. Are you guys listening? How many people are here? Seems not many people. Then, if not many people, we end the broadcast. Tomorrow I start again. Since not many people are here. I'm not seeing. Robots, Kano, I have a lot in store. So many, I have a lot in store. Somebody said I should continue. We are here. Okay. Now, but you need to be, just give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, give me 1 minute. I'm coming. So I'm back, man. So guys, I went to urinate. I need to urinate. I drank so much water. I went to make water. I drank so much water, so I went to urinate. That is natural. I drank so much water, so I went to go and pee. I need to close the door so that you don't hear the sound of the... How many people do we have here? So, now, let me share a story with you. I don't know if I've shared this story with you guys. Now, how many people do we have here? Not so many people, but let me continue. This is, man, if you see how hungry I am now. Okay, let me continue. When I was in primary school, I was born in the city. At a time, things went south. Things became difficult. My father had to relocate us to the village when things became tough. You got the gist now. My father relocated us to the village. And not only that, because he wanted us to go know where we come from. Okay? So then I had to, he wanted me to go to school in our town, in our village. So my father relocated us to the village. That was how I came to know where I actually... Alicia, Jalo, how do you mean? You said before I share the story, what? Tell me. Before I share the story, what? Now let's continue. So now my father relocated us to the village. Now there I met a lot of other villagers. I was in I started in the village, I think, in primary 5 or 6, either 5 or 6. Somebody, Desmond said I should read Matthew. Who is Matthew? I should read the Bible. Who is Matthew? What does that name mean? Matthew. So I should live my life according to what was written in a book by another man. So I should read what Matthew said. How about what my father said, what my ancestors said, what I know myself? So I should live my life according to what was written in what is religious book. You are telling a man of almost 60 years to go read what was written in Matthew. Do I know who Matthew was? I don't know him. What business do I have with Matthew? That I need to live my life according to what was written by Matthew. So let's go, guys. I'm not brainwashed. See the whole Africa. Every time you say the Quran said, the Bible said, and this said. What did you say? What Matthew said? Paul said. The gospel according to St. Paul. Who was Paul? The letters he wrote, to whom did Paul write any letter to your village, to your father, to your country? Let's go. So when I went to the village, I met some other villagers. So you know, at times you meet, in life at times you meet a friend. So there was one guy, very handsome guy. We were in the same class. He was, I told you I told you guys the story of my football team. We both played the junior team. The guy liked me so much. We both played the junior team. He saw me and he liked me so much. We became friends. Now, that was in primary 6. When, Godwin, I see you. When it was time for our, what is it called, common entrance, we decided to, choose the same school. The same school. So now, this guy, we were so close. We played the same team that even during football, soccer tournaments, we passed ball among ourselves. You know, we were so close. Listen to this gist. After, when the, what's it called, common entrance exam came out, we got the same school, the same secondary school. Then again, not the same school, we were put in the same class. So see my desk, see his desk. From that primary school, we played the same thing. And then, so when we entered secondary school, in our first year, we were day students. We went to school with with bicycles. I had a bicycle and he had a bicycle. Listen. This guy lived far away from me. That is, his family compound was very far from my own compound. Let me say, like 4 or 5 kilometers away from where I lived, in the village, or more, like let's say 4 or 5 kilometers away. Every morning, before going to school, he would ride to my compound. And then both of us would ride to the school. We would ride our bicycle to the school. Every day from Monday till Friday. To tell you how close we were then. And everything we did, he would come wait for me. I get when you talk about handsome, if you see the guy, you will think he's an European. Handsome guy, very handsome, extremely handsome. So now, first time, first time, first time in secondary school, did not finish. The guy, see my desk, or you call it log, see my desk, see his desk. The guy became sick. First or second time in class 1, the guy became sick. The guy became sick. At a time, at a time he couldn't continue with the schooling. He could not continue. Now, the whole class 1, he did not come to school. He emaciated. He became so sick, I was afraid. People said I should go and see him. By the time, I was going to see him when he was still, looking healthy. At the time it happened that enemies of the father poisoned him. He just gained admission into college. Secondary school, then they called it college. The first son, very handsome guy. Some people are mean. Handsome guy who just entered college. So enemies of the fathers, the enemies of his father poisoned him. This is why, see, there is no how somebody can hate you as a father and love your child. Know it. Enemies, if they try you, if they don't get you, they try your children, or they try there's anything that belongs to you, they will fight it. Listen, let me continue. So the guy was poisoned in the first year. The guy could not, even our teachers, female teachers, were in love with the guy. I don't need to mention the name because a lot of guys may know him. From my village may know him. Female teachers, when you see a handsome man, handsome boy, good looking. So now, he could not finish that first year, that first edition. As he became sick, the relationship, I was we were very small. I was like maybe 12, 13 years then or thereabouts. He began to emaciate, to slim down. So sometimes people say, have I gone to go see him? I said, sometimes if I go, he will see me. The last time I saw him, he saw me, I looked from the window. He was lying on the bed. He couldn't talk, but he saw me. We looked at each other. We were just looking at me. He couldn't move. But he kept, according to people, he kept asking the parents that he does not want to die. He does not want to die. Was he going to die? He was afraid of dying. So, people said, what of that your friend? The last time, like I told you guys, he saw me, he couldn't talk, we were just looking. I was afraid because I was a little boy. A little boy, I have not seen something like that before. Happy New Year to you. Why not? Happy New Year in advance. Now, that was the last time I saw him. The day I went and he saw me, but he couldn't open his. I was just shocked to see him emaciated, lying on the bed, lifeless. He was still alive, but he couldn't move or react anything. That was his final days. A lot of people said he was not going to survive, but then I continued with my school, continued with my life. One day I was just sitting with some guys, and a lady, because people knew us together then. A lady was just riding her bicycle. She said, have I heard what's happened? She said that your friend has died. She said that your friend had died. I said, which friend? He said, my man, I had a heartbeat. I said, wow. Now listen, When they told me that the guy had died, I was like scared. So people said I need to go lay it. You know what is? I need to go to his grave after they buried the guy. People said I need to go lay it because we were friends when the guy was alive. Or I need to go take flour. You know what I mean? And put on his grave and make a speech. I need to go toss a coin on his grave and make a speech and say something like, "Our friendship has ended. He should go his way." This was what people told me. He should go his way and I should go my way. You understand what I mean? Now, I was scared, you know. When he was buried, people were telling me now I need to go because we are good friends. I need to go lay it and dismiss him. Somebody, people, the whole village knows that we were friends. They knew we were friends. But when he passed, like 2 days after he passed or 3 days after he passed, one lady told me, we just gathered gisting, playing. Somebody told me, if I heard that my friend had passed. Now, so people said I should go lay it. You understand me? I should go, toss coin on his grave and say certain things or go. I was scared. Listen attentively. I did not gather courage to go do it. I was scared, a friend. I was like 13 years old, 12 years thereabouts. The first time a friend had died, somebody that we were close to died, man, I was scared to go there. Even scared to go meet the parents because the parents knew me then, everything. I was so scared, so afraid. So now, people scared me. A lot of people, they put fear into me. They said, I need to go. They say I need to go cancel that relationship. They said I need to go cancel that relationship by going to Lerit and talk to him. To go tell him he should go his way. The friendship has ended and things like that. See fear. Even who was gonna, escort me there? People began to tell me I need to go and do that too, or else the guy would disturb. I said, what? They said I need to go and do it. Now, one day I summoned courage. As people were telling me, even in this, our school, when the guy died, the school went to their place. We go sang songs and listen. So, one day I summoned courage, carried my bicycle. I don't remember if I went with somebody or not, but I was having tension, heartbeats, as I was riding my bicycle towards their house. So when I went there, I parked my bicycle by the side. I brought out coins because how do I get flour? Because people said I should go toss a coins on his grave and say certain things like he should go his way. The friendship has ended. When I went and I reached their compound. Hi there, Saba, I see you. Good evening to you. When I reached their compound, I was afraid. I did not even go to the parents. I was a little boy. So I went to his grave. I brought out coins that I had with me. Now I tossed the coins I threw it on where he was buried. Then I said, listen, I said, you are dead now. We are no longer friends. Any ties I have with you has been cut. Go in peace. The friendship has ended. I don't want to have anything to do with you again. So rest in peace, and I don't want the friendship to continue. Magdalene Jacobs, I see you. I said, I don't want the friendship to continue. After saying that thing and throwing that money on his grave, I climbed my bicycle and I returned home. Listen, guess what? The whole first year, I was a day student. Guess what? I could not sleep at night. The guy kept coming to my dream. Every now and then I kept seeing him in my dream. It was not a small thing. No. I became afraid. It wasn't a joke. Listen attentively. Now, there were times, we rode bicycle together going to school. Each time we were going to school as day students, we rode the bicycle together to school. In the village. Sometimes when I'm riding bicycle to school, when I'm going to school or coming back, sometimes 2 p.m., the village, the sun will be shining, everywhere will be quiet. You'll be hearing only the noise of birds and things. I will be afraid. I will have goose pimple like somebody was riding bicycle with me. Sometimes I'll be riding so fast. That is, you see goose pimple all over my body. I'll be shaking. I'll be afraid. Like somebody was with me. It wasn't a small thing. No. This thing continued. And every week I dreamt about him. I did not know. I was a little boy. I did not know what to do. One day I was in our sitting room relaxing. Our parlor, sitting room relaxing. Nobody was in the compound. Of Emma, I felt like, close that door. I felt like somebody came inside the room, inside our sitting room. I felt that kind of uneasy feeling. I had goose pimple all over my body. I had to run away from our compound. I had to run away. I said, what? Because I felt like, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like it was as if somebody came into the room. Goose pimple all over. I felt I had to run. I ran away. When I became scared, it was not it wasn't an easy experience. So now, in the night, I was afraid to go to sleep because I usually dream about that guy, my late friend. Now, let me, 1 second. So, I did not know what to do and how to solve that problem. People said I should go and learn it. I went and I learned it. So one day I was afraid, going to school I was afraid. Then my mama was alive. Listen to this gist. Then my mama was alive. My mama was alive. My mama was just sitting on the balcony, doing her thing. I went to her because my mama knew the guy. Everybody knew that we were friends. Everybody in the village, because we played ball together. We were in the same team and we were good friends then. I went to my mama, after some time. I told my mama, I said, do you know that my late friend? My mama said, yes. The guy that died. And I told my mama, I said, since the guy died, I always dream about him. The guy doesn't allow me to sleep in the night. I always dream about him, and sometimes I don't feel comfortable. There is no week I don't dream about him for long now. My mother said, really? I said, yes. Listen. One simple thing she told me to do. She said, next time he come to my dream. That was one thing that my mother said, that I know that this life here is so deep. My mother said, next time I see the guy in my dream, I should fight him brutally. Listen, my mother said, next time he come to my dream, I should give him a fight. I said, okay, mama. 3 days after, this life is deep, oh. The guy came to my dream. I fought him brutally. How this thing happened there? How this, my mother said I should fight him. So 3 or 4 days after he came to my dream, I saw him in the dream. I gave him serious fight. Since that day to today, I did not see him again in my dream. How do you explain this? Since that day till today, this is over 40 years now, he did not appear in my dream again. When I tell you that the spiritual controls the physical, you will not know. That was the end. There are things you cannot, as a human being, you can, that's if you don't know how even, I don't know how my mother how she came up with the idea. I don't know how she told me and it worked. Story plenty. Well, guys, I want to end this here. You already know my name. If you are seeing me for the first time, don't forget to follow this page. This is how we roll here. Well, I'm still Magdalene Jacobs. Yes, so that was the end. I don't know. My mother told me the thing and it worked. This is why I'm sharing this story with you guys. I fought the guy brutally in my dream and that was the end. That is to tell you that the spiritual controls the physical. Well, guys, I want to end this here. Yeah, so I want to end this here. So I want to wish everybody a happy new year in advance. And I'm going to keep going live. If you're not following me, better do. Here you get the real gist. Yeah, so here you get the real gist. So, well, I hope to get many followers after this. Somebody said it was spiritual, not me. A dead person should go his way. Okay. Lord V, I appreciate every one of you. Magdalene Jacobs, I appreciate you. Yes, so Happy New Year to you, Miss Mendes. I see you big time. Happy New Year to you in advance. I see all of you big time. Well, I've delivered my story. More stories coming up tomorrow. More stories coming up tomorrow. So, well, that's it for now. I haven't gone live for some days now. I'm going to tell you guys why I didn't go live for some days now. I wanted to post the video. Some people said I shouldn't post it. Happy New Year to you, Magdalene. NK for life. See you next year. And then don't go over drink. Don't drink too much. Keep off from problems. We have few hours to the new year. I like staying at home. I celebrate my new year at home. I sit at home and do my thing at home. That's lovely from you, Miss Mendes. We are going to see next year. That's few hours remaining. We are going to be alive. We are all going to see. Magdalene Jacobs, I appreciate you. We are all going to see. So guys, I want to end this here. Nobody is going to miss among us. Nobody. We are all going to be here by tomorrow and then continue telling our stories. That's it. So I want to say Good night. Stella Ume in the building. Stella, see you next year. My sister Stella, see you next year. Okay. So guys, prosperous. This year is going to be a prosperous one. We are all going to be healthy. It's going to be a prosperous one. So see you guys. It's already stamped, Stella. It is already stamped. See you.